Sunday, November 15, 2020. Welcome to LCJ Live. Lights, Camera, Jackson here. Thank you so much for watching. Got a lot to talk about today. Box office news, Freaky #1, $3.7 million. Also, we'll pay tribute to the late Alex Trebek. And breaking news, Let Them All Talk, the new Meryl Streep movie, coming to HBO Max December 10. That means two Meryl Streep movies back-to-back. Let Them All Talk December 10, The Prom on Netflix December 11. If you have questions or comments, send them in. When we were here last Sunday on LCJ Live, went off the air, and then about 10 minutes later heard the news about Alex Trebek, one of the most iconic names in broadcast television with game shows and entertainment shows. We miss him in the entertainment community, and I think Jeopardy fans around the world miss Alex Trebek significantly. What an icon, what a presence. What a guy. Was watching some of Jeopardy yesterday during the marathon on the Game Show Network. Was watching some of Classic Concentration last night on Buzzer. Both channels doing very nice tributes to him. We miss you, Alex Trebek. Thank you for all that you did. Freaky is your #1 movie, $3.7 million. Let Him Go, $1.8 million. The War with Grandpa, $1.3 million. Come Play, $1.1 million. Honest Thief, $800,000. And Tenet with $735,000 this weekend. Tenet is up to $56.3 million. The War with Grandpa, solid, $15.2 million. Honest Thief, $12.4 million. Come Play is at $7.3 million after 3 weeks. And Let Him Go at 6.9. Here's the thing about Let Him Go. Everybody went first weekend. All the older people who wanted to go see Costner and Lane, they went weekend #1. Dropping more than 50% this weekend shows everybody wanted to go to Let Him Go week 1. Get it done, get it taken care of to see this good movie. And that some people are catching up on it now, but clearly everybody out of the gate wanted to see that. Other movies that made money this weekend include the re-release of Guardians of the Galaxy with $406,000. Here's the thing, Guardians of the Galaxy just aired on ABC a couple months ago. So the fact that this movie, which has been out for, 6 years plus, made $400,000, to me is a win. Disney keeps re-releasing these old movies. They're not comfortable with new movies, but they're good with the old movies and getting people into the theater, and so that is what's happening here. Guardians of the Galaxy. Also, re-release of Elf. I didn't even know Elf was being re-released, but it is. $170,000. The Climb, $104,000. Fat Man, which I think is great. Mel Gibson and Walton Goggins, $100,000. Let's see, Ammonite, $85,000. Kate Winslet, Saoirse Ronan movie that'll be on VOD in just a couple of weeks. Film called True to the Game 2 actually made a little more money, I believe, than last weekend. $288,000. Toy Story re-release, week 2, $222,000. There have been some other movies that came out this weekend. The Margot Robbie movie, Dreamland, Come Away. Some other films where the money is still coming in, but that's where it's at, the box office. So many different movies, but now we have a little bit of a breather this weekend because the big movies are, one of them is coming in theaters, which is Sound of Metal, which I have seen, and my review will be coming out this week. I've also seen Run, which is the big movie on Hulu. Rapid review of that coming soon. So that's an at-home release. And then Sunday night, next Sunday, Belushi premieres on Showtime. I have seen that as well. I will have my review of that soon. So we have a bit of a breather until The Croods: A New Age comes out. Now, I've also seen The Croods: A New Age. The first Croods is being shown again on, actually for the first time, I believe, on NBC this Saturday night, November 21st, to get you ready for The Croods: A New Age, which is being released in theaters next Wednesday, November 25th. I kind of wish they were releasing it this Friday, November 20th. They'd get some more money. But we'll see how many families go see the DreamWorks animated sequel to their 2013 Oscar-nominated movie that came out 7.5 years ago. It's been a long time. So I'm glad NBC is airing the first Croods to get families ready, get the characters back in your minds before you check out Croods: New Age. Also, NBC will be airing a brand new Minions holiday special next Friday, November 27 at 8:30, right after The Grinch on NBC. I am looking forward to checking out the new Minions holiday special from Illumination. We were supposed to have the Minions movie this year in July. That has been pushed to next July, but at least we get a holiday special. What's up, Victor Ocho Diaz? Thanks for being here on LCJ Live. We are halfway through November. Wow, we are almost through 2020, you guys. Almost. We can get to 2021, start anew. I am ready for that. Hope you're doing well, staying safe, staying positive. Brand new LCJ Q&A podcast episode is up At lcj.podbean.com, I talk with the EP of the new Mickey Mouse show, The Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey's birthday on Wednesday, and Disney Plus has this new Disney animated series where basically you saw the Mickey Mouse shorts the last few years, but now these are other episodes, longer episodes, and they bring in more characters from the Disney Vault, and Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Minnie, Daisy, and Pete, and some of the other gang members. They get to go to all these different places, and adventures, and comedy, and all kinds of different things happen on the Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse. What's cool about this guy, Paul Rudish, the EP, is that he grew up just outside of Kansas City, and that's where Walt Disney grew up, and his father worked for Hallmark Cards for many, many years, and they have a strong relationship with Mickey and Disney. So we get into that a little bit on this episode. Check it out, lcj.podbean.com. Several new LCJ Q&A podcast episodes coming at you, 2 of them this week. Several new Animation Scoop Q&As, 4 of them coming at you this week. Let's see. Interviews with the directors of this new Netflix animated short premiering Friday called If Anything Happens, I Love You. It's a very serious animated short film. Could get major Oscar attention. I talked with them about that. Also, the composers of the new Animaniacs reboot that is premiering this Friday, November 20 on Hulu. I talked with the Bernsteins about Animaniacs, so check out those Animation Scoop Q&As this week. Also, new LCJ Q&A podcast episodes with the Kyoto brothers of Alien Xmas, new Netflix stop-motion holiday special premiering this Friday, November 20th, and my conversation with Joel Crawford, the director of The Croods: A New Age. So that episode will be coming this week as well. We talked 3 years ago when he directed Trolls Holiday, the holiday special for NBC, and we talk about that. We talk about making this new Croods movie, how there were several versions of the script even before he got on board, and what he says about Nick Cage and the cast and the story and the new cast members, and what he likes about this. So check it out. New LCJ Q&A podcast episodes this week. Hope you enjoy those. What's up? _ Jamie Street Beats. Thanks for being here on LCJ Live. Yesterday I went to the landmark theaters near me, the Spectrum, and it was closed. They closed after a day. They might not have even been open for a full day on Friday the 13th. Check this out. Remember? Friday the 13th of March? Everything went to blur because, that's when everything started getting canceled. All the movies, kids out of school, all the TV shows, production, sports, everything happened Friday, March 13th. Well, in this case, on Friday, November 13th, some bad stuff started happening again because of a surge in COVID cases in Albany County, near where I live. That forced the Landmark Theater Spectrum 8 to close basically just when it opened, like hours after opening. So, because they're waiting for that, the average, the 7-day or 14-day average or whatever it is to go down below 2%, it's going to be months. They're not going to be open again for months. I wish them all the best. I sincerely do. Because it would have been cool to see the Spectrum open again and people safely going to the movies. But we've got the restrictions that Cuomo has versus what's going on in the county and all kinds of things happening. Now, the Madison Theater is still open in Albany. They've got Freaky, the #1 movie in America. Let Him Go and Come Play. Focus Features and Universal are helping keep movie theaters alive during this time. And the Scotia Cinema is still open. Now, the Scotia Cinema, iconic single-screen theater, they've got Let Him Go, and they will be getting the Croods if they can stay open that long. So I wish those theaters the best. I hope more get open in the area, but I'm not sure that's going to happen until at least we turn to 2021. We are halfway through the month of November. Got a month and a half left. I have about 7 or 8 movies left, new movies to see, until I reach the 200 new movies in 2020 mark. I am approaching that. More movies than I've ever seen. We surpassed that record a couple months ago, 148, I believe. Closing in on 200, and maybe going to try to get to 220. We will see how many movies actually are released over the next 45 days. Some could get pulled. I could easily see Warner Brothers pulling Wonder Woman 1984, or just putting it on HBO Max in 2021. Watched the movie the other night, Pieces of a Woman, Netflix. They're supposed to put it out in theaters on December 30, which would technically make it a 2020 movie. But my gut says that's not going to happen, so I may have already seen the first movie of 2021 because it will be on Netflix January 7th. But we will see how many more movies are released in a short amount of time. As I just wrote on Twitter at LCJ Reviews, The Oscar shortlist announcements for many categories will be announced on Feb 9. Now, Feb 9 this year was the Oscar ceremony, so an exact year. But look, the Oscars isn't until April 25, but we will already know a lot of information on Feb 9, which is not that far away when you really think about it. Less than 3 months, and with the holidays coming up, we'll zoom on through the holidays, and then we'll be almost there. Some award shows are underway now, like the Gotham Awards nominations came out the other day. That show is Jan 11. The Critics' Choice Documentary Awards winners will be announced tomorrow. The Critics' Choice Super Awards nominations will be announced this coming Thursday as of now. That show is Jan 10 on the CW. And then when we get into February, right away, early February, Golden Globe nominations, SAG nominations, Critics' Choice, and then the Oscar shortlist. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 power punch, and we are not that far away from it. Even though award season has been delayed, I think because the nominations for these awards would really start coming out soon, within the next 2-3 weeks, we're still, if you're in the entertainment industry, you're busy in the sense that there's a lot of movies to watch and a lot of movies to look at. Even though the awards nominations are not happening simultaneously, there's still a lot to do over the next several weeks. And then once we get into January and get close to early February, then it really gets underway. So it's certainly an unconventional award season. UPS and FedEx show up to my house all the time. They have since 2012 in mid-November, December, and early January. But this year, that's going to wait a little bit. If studios start sending swag and some of the physical screener discs, it's not going to be till January and February and closer to March, that period of time. So that'll be a little different this year. But I'm looking forward to the awards season and the movies and looking forward to checking out the movies. What are the Critics' Choice Super Awards? That's a good question, DJ Rachopo. So the Super Awards, the Critics' Choice Association took some categories from the main show and decided to make it into this show, like animated feature, adding voice actor, voice actress, action movies, sci-fi movies, comic book movies, horror movies, and a few others are in this Super Awards. I think what happened was the CW said, all right, if you're not doing the main show in January, we still need that night to fill. And Critics' Choice said, well, why don't we do this? And so they came together and created this. So you'll see the Best Animated Feature category in this and some other major categories. So Super Awards is kind of the, coming attraction to the main awards, but yet has some legitimate categories in it. So that's kind of the best way to describe it. But it will be a legit award show Sunday, Jan 10, 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern on the CW. So nominations of that as of now, again, things could change, as of now, coming out this Thursday, November 19th. And the Critics' Choice Documentary Awards, which I voted for in some of the categories the other day, those winners will be announced tomorrow. So I've seen so many documentaries this year, a lot of them very good. At least 2 of them are probably going on my 10 best list for the year, no matter what happens. I like that some of them got nominated. I wish others did. I wish others didn't. But there's a lot of good films, a strong representation for documentary movies this year. All right. If you're just joining us here on LCJ Live, it is November 15th. So again, the big movie, Sound of Metal, it'll get a little play in select theaters when it's out this Friday, but no other new major real theatrical releases. I know there's a Jackie Chan movie, Vanguard, but I don't know how big that's going to be. We're looking at the Croods now. Croods, Wednesday, November 25th. Will movie theaters be able to stay open in most of the country by then in order for families to go see the Croods: A New Age? That is the big question. We remember DreamWorks said, look, we're putting Trolls out in drive-ins and VOD. We got to do this. That was early on. And now here we are towards the end, and Universal and them saying, let's put it out in some theaters and then get it on VOD soon. But will they be able to even put it out in theaters? A lot could change in this country in the next couple of weeks. By the way, here is my Alex Trebek Pop, in case you couldn't see it in the shot here. Here it is. They have pops for Vanna and Pat and so many other people and so many other figures in entertainment. But thank you, Alex Trebek, for all that you did through Jeopardy! I love that he's holding up the final Jeopardy! Card in this. Yes, thank you, Alex, very much. The tributes have been wonderful over the past week. When we are back here next Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern for another episode of LCJ Live, we'll talk about some more interviews, we'll talk about some new movies, new TV shows, We will preview Thanksgiving. There's a lot of new movies you can watch either at home or in theaters. Super Intelligence, Happiest Season, Princess of the Row, and several more. Black Beauty. And I've watched some of these movies, and I'll be watching some more over the next couple of days. In the meantime, go to lights-camera-jackson.com. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at LCJ Reviews, Facebook Lights Camera Jackson, and Instagram at LightsCamJackson. And I'll be back on 99.5 The River this week as well on Friday. What's up, AdStar19? Thanks for being here on LCJ Live. I've enjoyed being on 99.5 The River these last several weeks. Stay safe. Stay positive. Stay healthy. Stay well. I know the COVID cases are going up. Wear a mask. If you're going to the movies and supporting the movie theaters, which is nice, wear a mask. Abide by the rules. Do what you're told. And we'll get through this. We will get through this. Fingers crossed, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.